Does this not scream a little bit of Regina George? I was like, mean girl energy. So I have been actually so excited to make this video because I have been seeing all over TikTok people eating cookie crumble, and not just any cookie crumble, the Kardashian. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, the Kardashians.
Plastics.
The plastics. I have been seeing Cookie Crumbl collab with the Kardashians, and look, I'm not someone that actually does follow the Kardashians. I tried to watch an episode once from them, and it was basically them talking about how they want to get like a ringworm so that they could lose weight, and I was like, yeah. I was like, what is happening?
Oh, you're thinking of a tapeworm, not a ringworm.
Oh, tapeworm. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking of that. I was like, ringworm?
No, not ringworm.
Not
sorry, that's a fungus that goes.
That's like a weird.
A tapeworm. That's what.
Isn't it?
Yes.
They
were talking about.
They're talking about putting a parasite in their fucking body.
Yeah. Now, I don't really watch a lot of their content, but when they try to sell me something, I'm a bit of a basic bitch. I think it was Kylie, or was it Courtney? I don't know. I think it was Kylie. She's the youngest one. She ended up having like a lipstick line, and I think I was like 20 when it first came out, and I wanted them bad boys so bad. But I was poor, so I ended up getting these fake ones from eBay. Had no idea what was in them. They were probably really like chemically like really bad for my lips, but I wanted it so badly that I put that shit on my lips. Should I have not done that? Yeah. I don't even know why I went on that tangent. It wasn't really necessary. Cookie Crumbl and the Kardashians, they've done a collab, and we don't have that shit here in Australia, okay? You guys are gatekeeping that, and that's not fair. No, actually, we did kind of have a scandal with Cookie Crumbl. Someone brought them, and it was like a whole fake thing. That's the closest thing we've ever had to a Cookie Crumbl here in Australia, which was a mess. So for me to even try and get something similar to having an experience like that is for me to make it myself. So that's what we're doing today. I ended up getting my book, and I ended up just like writing out all the recipes. So the first one that I started on was a yellow layered cake. For this recipe, I ended up following Preppy's Kitchen recipe, his yellow cakes. But basically what I did was I got my flour, cornstarch, and then I kind of sifted that. Also, I ended up getting my baking powder. Then after I had all my dry ingredients together, I got my like butter, my sugar, and then my eggs, like egg yolks, and then I whipped all of that together, because you got to have your dry ingredients and then your wet ingredients like separate. Once I was happy with my wet ingredients, because you got to make sure you cream that properly, I then started adding my flour and my buttermilk just at bits at a time until it was properly combined. Once I was happy with the cakes and they were baked off, I was so over the moon how they came out. They looked so cute. Oh, come out please, please. She's tiny, but she's so cute. Oh God, is she gonna come out? Yes! So then once I was happy with the cakes, I then started on my cookies. So the first one I started on was Kim's Snickerdoodle Crumb Cookie, which I've never done a snicker cookie before. Like, that sounded really nice to me. Got my flour, baking soda, cream of tartar, cinnamon, salt, and then I had those all nice and sifted together. Had my dry ingredients, I kind of whisked that up a little bit, and then I set that aside. I then started on my wet ingredients, which was my butter, sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract. I then, of course, creamed that all together until it was a nice consistency, and then I added my dry ingredients to my butter and all the other stuff that was in it. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the cookie recipes because it's basically the same thing. You have your dry ingredients and your wet ingredients. The only difference is if you have to add like cornstarch to your dry ingredients, or if you have to like add brown sugar with your wet ingredients. Those are basically it. I will be putting all the recipes down below so that if you guys want to actually make this, then go for it. These are Kris's like little yellow fluffy cakes, which looks so yummy. But the filling and the topping, they describe it as a fudge. To me, it looks like just ganache. So what I'm thinking of is just cutting it in half, filling it up with some nice ganache, top it with some dripped ganache, and then do a little swirl on top with more whipped ganache, basically. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. Okay. Let's just like compare it to the original. How do we feel about? I love these so much. I'm not a fan of the one with the drip. It's hard to find a nice kind of balance with the drip where it's like not too hot but not too cold. My drip got a little too cold, but I love my second attempt. Like,
yeah, both look good. They're just different, that's all. Different.
I didn't have the curls on top because like I couldn't find it anywhere, and I wasn't gonna make them because they're just a pain in the ass just for like a little like decorative thing. So I'm just gonna leave them as is, but I think these turned out really, really cute. I love them. They're adorable. Now with the cookies, I did make them here and I had my best friend Kimmy record me making them. If you're watching this, girl, hey. I did try to film her just to be like, look how cute she is, but I accidentally took photos instead. I took one of her beautiful face, but also one of her butt. Sorry about that. I just want to say a quick thank you so much, Kimmy. She is a legend. And with the cookies, so I made them here with her and then I did take them to work and I cooked them off there and they turned out so good. I was Snapchatting Jackson and her and I was like dancing in between. I was like, oh my God, they're working. They're looking so good. I'm a pastry chef. I'm good at my job. It just gave me like this ego boost. I was just so happy. I'm gonna pull out our first cookie and then decorate that one. So the next one that we're gonna be doing is Kim's Snickerdoodle? Kim's Snickerdoodle Crumb Cake Cookie. I don't know why they put cake in the name because I was like, what part of this is cake? I don't know what part of this they said, oh yeah, cake. I'm like, it's just white chocolate with a bit of like decorative crumb and white chocolate drizzled on top of it. I was like, trying to make it sound a little extra, but it's really not. So like I said, all I'm gonna do is put some nice white ganache on top of the cookie. I'm gonna put my crumb a little bit. This crumb you do need to cook, by the way. I'm gonna put my crumb nice on top and then I'm just gonna drizzle it and then I'm done. Check out my Snickerdoodles. They look so good. They literally look like the cookie to me. I wanna say nailed it. Nailed it. They're so cute. I don't know why. It's so aesthetically like pleasing to look at.
Do they taste good?
We gotta try
If
it.
they don't, it doesn't matter.
Well, we'll have them all lined up, but I have high hopes for this one. It's going to be a little sweet because of the white chocolate. White chocolate is naturally going to be sweet, but still so good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one we're going to be doing is Khloe's Cookies and Cream Skillet Cookies.
Is a skillet because it's a bowl?
Kinda, I think
Is that the
so.
reason?
I'm not too sure. My knowledge on Skillet cookies is very limited. We never did one at TAFE, so like I have no idea. Now for this cookie, I did make a mousse because how it described it was a mousse on top, like a cookies and cream kind of mousse. So what I decided to do was instead of doing a white chocolate mousse, I thought that'd be a bit too sweet, like subtle. I wanted a subtle taste. And of course I added Oreos to the mix. So I'm gonna just do little scoops. I don't have an ice cream scoop, so my scoops aren't gonna be very clean, but I'm still gonna try and go for that kind of aesthetic look. So let's give it a go. Okay, so this is how they turned out. Now look, I know my scoops aren't perfect. I had to use a spoon to scoop this shit out, okay? I know, I'm aware. I think they still turned out really, really cute. We did decide to go with 3 scoops instead of 2 because I did make this really big, this cookie. Again, I want to compare it to the original. I feel like so far, they looking like the photo. You can look at it and be like, okay, I know what that's meant to be, if that makes sense.
But do they taste once again?
Anyway, I'm so happy with how these turned out. Let's move on to the next cookie. So the next one we're gonna be doing is Kendall's Cookie Dough Cupcake Cookie. I have no idea where the cupcake came from.
Well, they have such long names.
What I gathered, it's just a normal chocolate chip cookie, some buttercream on top, and then edible dough on top. So I'm gonna get my buttercream nice and ready. Now with my buttercream, I did make a syrup where I had, coffee, brown sugar, and also a little bit of cinnamon. Didn't want it to be sandy. So I added a bit of hot water just to make it all kind of combine nice together. And I'm just gonna add that to my buttercream. And I'm gonna pipe it on top and then add my edible cookie doughs on top. Let's get into it. Aren't these so cute? I can't wait for these ones. Cookie dough is my absolute favorite of all time. Honestly, comparing it to the photo, I think this one's kind of nailed it. I've been pretty happy, except for the cookies and crumble one. I know that the scoops bother me just a little bit, but
I think it's one of my favorite ones. So.
Hopefully flavor-wise it'll be a favorite too, but these do look like the photo to me at least. Let me know what you guys think.
I don't think these will be my one.
No?
I like cookie dough, especially raw cookie dough.
We're gonna move on to the last and final cookie, and yeah, then we can just wrap this up. Now the last cookie we're gonna be doing is Kylie's.
Wait, let me guess.
What?
It has at least 5 words in it.
Kylie's Pink Confetti Sugar Cookie.
It does! To be fair, that name at least makes sense with what I'm looking at.
Basically, this is our last cookie that we're going to be doing. I'm aware that there was another one, the gluten-free one. I don't know whose was that one. One of the Kardashians wanted to do a gluten-free one and everyone just soured their face to it. I'm not really a fan of making, because it apparently tasted like dirt. That's what I haven't tried it.
Most gluten-free things don't taste that great though.
Well, the thing is, my friend Kimmy, who actually helped me make this video, I'm taking these cookies to her house because her partner really wants the cookies, but she can only eat gluten-free stuff. So a lot of the time I do make gluten-free gear. I don't know, the controversy, I was like, I don't really want to dabble in that. So I just decided to leave it. So this will be our last and final cookie that we're doing. But what they put on top was a buttercream. Now in their buttercream, they had this flavoring, this like cupcake batter flavoring. I couldn't find that anywhere. Like I did search, I just couldn't find it in any of our stores, and I didn't want to order online because it was going to take too long. So what I settled with was marshmallow flavor instead. So I'm still going to put like the pink coloring in there. It's just not going to taste like how it's meant to, but I was like, this is the closest thing I can get. So that's what we're going to be doing. I think these are pretty basic.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Compared to the other ones. I do wish that like with the leftover dough, they would do little cutouts, like for example. Like, does that not give it a bit more character? Does it not make it just a little more like, I think this is cute. Just in my opinion, I don't know. I feel like this just elevates like the look. It's still simple, but it's cute. So these are the final results. Ah, they look so good. I feel like these really do look like they've come from the shop themselves. Personally, I might be like tapping myself on the back a little too much here, but...
Thing is, we don't know if they taste the same though, that's the problem.
I know, we can't compare them.
Get them.
I know.
Look-wise, yeah, that's fine, but like, do they taste the same? That's the thing.
I have no idea. Anyway, let's try them anyway. I'm not gonna cut through all of them. I thought I would cut through all of them, but I'm like, bugger it, no, I'll just cut them as I go along. All right, let's try this one first.
It's funny because I love coffee, but I'm not a fan of like coffee cake or coffee flavored cream and stuff like that.
Why?
I don't know. But I love coffee though, so it's just odd.
That one tastes really good to me. Well, if you had to rate it, what would you rate it out of 10? A 5?
Maybe 5 probably.
5?
Yeah.
I would say,
Just because I don't like it.
I would say roughly like a 6 or a 7. So the next one is the sugar cookie with buttercream on top. Let me try.
Well, you can take it back. I prefer the coffee one.
Oh, really?
It's like a 3. For me, I don't like it.
I would say like a 5.
Yeah.
I would say a 5. Yeah. All right, well, let's try this one.
I think this one I'm going to like.
Again, I personally like these.
Vanilla mousse is good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, I like this one.
This
It's like a brownie with vanilla mousse on top. It's good.
Oh, that's a good cookie. If you're gonna try any of these recipes, I definitely recommend that one. That one tastes so good. The Snickerdoodle, I'm really excited. I've never tried Snickerdoodle before, so I'm hoping I'm gonna like this.
No.
What do you not like about it?
Cinnamon?
You don't like cinnamon?
No. Yeah, no. That's the new lowest. Anything with cinnamon in it is. One time we were getting coffee, remember? And she threw cinnamon on top of the coffee. And fuck, I lost it.
Jackson! No, that one's an 8 for me. That one.
Really?
I love that one. Last one.
Yeah. This one would be good too. Yuck, that cinnamon one still like tasting in my mouth still.
How? It tastes so good.
What's on top again? Ganache.
It tastes good.
It's just like a cake.
It's a cake. A good cake though. That's a really nice cake. I'd say that one's an 8 as well for me.
Yeah.
So your favorite one is the cake and the skillet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say these 3 are my absolute favorite. And these ones, like, I don't hate.
I'd say first place is that one. That one next to it.
Oh, that one?
First place, second place, and then third place is the coffee one.
That one.
Yeah. And the other 2 just don't matter because
they both suck. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna try these? Had so much fun making these. While I was at work, like just seeing them like be cooked properly, the whole process of it all. I had so much fun. I don't know, there was like a huge accomplishment doing all of this. Let me know what do you guys think. Do you think that I did pretty good? Do you think I didn't do that great? Let me know down below. Also, please subscribe. This did take a lot of work. This was a couple of days of having to prep. Also, again, thank you so much, Kimmy, for helping me out. I love you so much. I hope you guys have a good Easter. I did attempt to have a bit of decor of Easter. It's not really one of my most favorite holidays, but when Halloween comes around, you bet your ass we're going all out.
You're Catholic, it's meant to be like your time.
Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Boy, 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 boy.